Good morning or good afternoon whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to day 3 of our fasting and prayer time at Restoration Church. If you're just now joining us or watching the videos, this is a 21-day time of prayer and fasting as we seek God's direction for our own life, for the direction of our church, and really seek to hear Him speak to us and give Him guidance and move in our midst. And that's what we're hoping to see happen, both as a group, as a body, but individually as well. In today's devotion, you're going to read about how important it is for us to give our whole hearts to God. And when I think about that, as I reflected on that today, it reminds me of how often my heart is divided, my affections are divided. You know, that's okay if you think about affections that you might have for a meal. For some of us are going without meals, or affections you might have for a sports team. It'd really be okay for me to be a UNC fan and a Duke fan, even though most of you probably would disagree with that. But it's not okay in certain areas of life, right? I can't be divided in my affections for my wife. I can't love my wife and love some other girl and then some other girl down the street as well, right? The expectations are my heart is completely devoted, wholly devoted to my wife. Everybody gets that. Everybody knows that. In the same way, this scripture that you're going to read from Psalms 27 is going to remind us how important it is to be obsessed with knowing God, for that to be our truly single desire. As a matter of fact, it doesn't mention this passage directly, but Psalm 27:4, slightly above verse 8 that the devotion refers to, speaks to the fact that David in this prayer says that he has one desire. This one thing have I desired, and that will I seek after all the days of my life, to dwell in the presence of the Lord and to inquire at His throne. This one thing. Here's David, a man of God, and he only wants one thing. And that's what it means to have a heart that is wholly, singularly focused on knowing God and loving God. And that's what the challenge of this passage is. It's a challenge really of a fast and a prayer time, is how can our hearts become less in love with so many other things out there in the world and become singularly in love with Christ, so that what we share with others is not just a selfish love that we give them for our own purposes, but a love that we give them after our first love and our true love has been given to Christ. How can you use today to challenge yourself and to be challenged, understand where your heart's affections are drawn to beyond Jesus? What do you love other than Jesus? What is your heart devoted to other than Jesus? How can you get to the point in your life, how can I get to the point in my life where it is true, a true statement like it was for David, that the only thing I desire, the only thing I want is to know God more? That's today's challenge.